What's up? Tragic Visions here. Another video. Today I'll be talking about the NBA playoffs thus far and the NFL draft, recapping certain picks. So game ones in the playoffs thus far are pretty much over. The Clippers and Grizzlies are going on right now. Grizzlies have a solid lead going into halftime, and not very surprised by that, by the way. Some surprises. Derrick Rose goes down along with Iman Shumpert. ACL's torn, done for the season, done for the playoffs, whatever you want to say. Tough break for sure, but I didn't see the Bulls going past the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals anyway. But now I can't even see him beating the winner of the Hawks and Celtics game. Game one surprise so far. The Pacers lost to the Magic. I mean, in my last video, I predicted that the Magic had a chance because they had great three-point shooters, but I just don't see it keeping up. They have Big Baby Davis in the paint, but there's no way you can compare him to Dwight Howard. I still see the Pacers winning in 6. In the West, the Lakers took care of business. Spurs took care of business. And the Thunder got a little lucky, I gotta say. Kevin Durant's last shot went off the rim, off the backboard, and in. You gotta say that was lucky. I mean, shit happens. It's just bad luck for the Mavericks, you could say, or good luck for Kevin Durant. He had a bad game overall shooting, but he's pretty much got more credit for the win in for OKC than LeBron James did beating the Knicks. LeBron James had a better night. He had a great night, scoring over 30 points. But Kevin Durant gets all the fame because he made the last shot. Why is it like that? I don't know. If Kevin Durant played better early in the game, he wouldn't have been in the position to win the game like that. So, it's just the way you look at it, I guess. People just hate LeBron James, I guess. Now, the NFL draft. I watched day 1 all the way through. I watched most of day 2, rounds 2 and 3. And I gotta say, I wasn't disappointed with many teams. A lot of teams had great drafts. Obviously, Andrew Luck and RG3 went first. The Browns moved up to the 3rd overall pick of the draft, taking Trent Richardson because they thought the Bucks could have moved up. They said they weren't going to, but you never know. And the Vikings, therefore, moved back one spot, took Matt Khalil, who they were probably going to take anyways. The Jaguars moved up from the 7th position to where the Bucks were going to pick. They take Justin Blackmon, 5th overall. Cowboys move up from 14 to the 6th spot, taking Morris Claiborne. Big jump there, but I guess they needed a cornerback real bad. Didn't think any other cornerbacks were as good as Claiborne. Buccaneers drop back to 7th from the Jaguars. Take Mark Barron, safety from Alabama. Quality pick right there. Dolphins reach real bad. Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill could have went late first, I think. Next possible pick was 22nd to the Browns for Tannehill. The Dolphins could have definitely dropped back. Not sure what they were thinking, but the Dolphins is a good pick, is a good position for Tannehill to be in. His former college coach is now the offensive coordinator there, so it's a good pick as a team. But 8th overall, too much. The Panthers improved their defense with an inside linebacker. That's what they need to work on. Michael Floyd from Notre Dame goes to the Cardinals to pair up with Larry Fitzgerald. And the Steelers take guard David DeCastro out of Stanford, who is mostly considered a top 10 prospect in the draft. And taking him 24th, I thought was a big steal. I didn't think he was going to be there. I would have been happy with Dante Hightower. But great pick for the freaking Steelers, man. Speaking of Hightower, Patriots and Browns. Both had 2 picks in the first round. Both took great picks with what they had. The Browns got Richardson and Whedon. Good combo right there. I think Whedon's probably the best value at quarterback. He can win right away. He is 28, but taking him 22nd overall, quality pick right there. And then Richardson's going to be a Hall of Famer, like I said in my last video. Patriots took Chandler Jones out of Syracuse, defensive end. And they also took Dante Hightower, inside linebacker from Alabama. Definitely helping out their defense. Defense was awful last year. So, quality picks from the Patriots and Browns. Browns got a long way to go to improve, but they're doing it right now. Patriots, look out for them. Improving their defense. Offense is still amazing. Can't hate. The big surprise of the first round was the Seahawks taking Bruce Irvin, 15th overall, out of West Virginia, defensive end. Great pass rusher, no doubt, but needs some improvement, off the field issues. Can they turn him around and make him one of the best pass rushers in the league? Definitely, but a little bit too much of a risk for a first round pick. Definitely 15th overall. They could have taken him probably second round, 15th. But apparently they wanted him real bad. Notable picks in the second round: the Colts take Coby Fleener, tight end out of Stanford, to match up with his old quarterback Andrew Luck. Ravens get a great steal. They moved out of the first round. Still got Courtney Upshaw out of Alabama, outside linebacker. Top 20 prospect. Got him in the beginning of the second round. Quality pick right there. The Broncos take quarterback Brock Osweiler, Arizona State. And I think that's a pretty good pick. Peyton Manning can definitely improve him. He's got the size, got everything, but could learn the game a lot better, and nobody to teach it better than the great Peyton Manning. The one questionable pick in the second round, I would have to say the 49ers, 29th in the second. LaMichael James out of Oregon, running back. They have Kendall Hunter, Frank Gore, and Brandon Jacobs, and in the second round they take a running back. That just confuses me. I mean, I know Brandon Jacobs isn't probably going to do a lot, but Kendall Hunter and Frank Gore together, that's all you really need. I mean, they could have improved other areas. In the second round, the Steelers take offensive tackle out of Ohio State, Mike Adams. More improvements to the offensive line. I like the pick. And in the third round, we take an inside linebacker out of Miami, Sean Spence. Definitely need improvements with James Ferrier gone. I like the pick. Would have liked Dante Hightower, but you can't have them all. Fourth round, we move up to the 14th spot and take defensive tackle Teamu Almeida, Washington. First real defensive tackle that the Steelers are really looking for. He's 348 pounds. Somebody who could really step in and take over for Casey Hampton, who's had an injury last year and getting old. Just great Steelers picks right here. In conclusion of the NFL draft, not many losers except for the Saints, who didn't have a pick until the third round. That concludes another episode of Tragic's Vision. If you liked it, like it. If you got suggestions for other topics, comment down below. Subscribe if you like what I'm talking about. Want to argue with me? Go right ahead. Got another episode coming up. Probably to conclude the first round of the NBA playoffs, so stay tuned. Peace! The Browns moved up. No, they didn't. Yes, they did.